Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Wrestling with Laughter. Now, today is not one of those videos, unfortunately. We got to talk about the hottest thing going on in wrestling right now, which is a very sad thing, and not by no means is any of this funny. I'm talking about the Raja Rampage and Psycho Stu incident that happened. That should have never happened. I do blame mostly the people in charge of the show for what had happened. But we're going to get into that and what I think, my thoughts and opinions on the situation. Again, I am no law enforcement. I am no professional wrestler. I am no MMA fighter. So these are strictly my opinions on the matter and what I think should happen in resolve of this. First off, let's talk about Rampage. It's Rampage's son, but he's also Rampage, so I'm just going to call him Rampage in this video. Him and Psycho Stu, at the beginning of the day, had a altercation with Psycho Stu hitting him upside the head with a beer can. Now, from my understanding, Rampage did not know that was going to take place. From my understanding, that Psycho Stu just acted and tried to do a work on Rampage. Now, later on, they included that into the show. But where it went wrong is in the show where he got in the ring and, if I'm not mistaken, hit him 22 times while he was unconscious. Now, according to what I've read and what I've seen, Psycho Stu is in stable condition and he may be getting better. Don't hold me to that. I'm just a normal person looking up the same information you guys look up. So I don't have no inside information to what's going on. I do know that Rampage has not been arrested yet for this incident. So we don't even know what they are going after him for. They could go after him for assault. They could go after him for assault and battery. They could go after him for attempted murder. Now, in my opinion, again, not a professional. Don't take me as a professional, please. I'm just a dumb guy that loves to make wrestling content. So, in my opinion, I think it should be attempted murder. I had just seen a video of, forgive me, I don't remember what his name is. The wrestler that got in the ring to break it up. I seen his video of him explaining what happened. And according to him, he was told after his match to stay ready because they didn't feel right about what was going to go on in this match. Now, with that being said, they should have stopped it right there. That should have been the end of it. There shouldn't have been no him getting in the ring to do anything. Because if they thought that somebody was going to get hurt, they should have never, ever put him in that situation. And not only that, let's just talk about the effect that it had on Rampage for a second. Rampage Senior and Junior. Let's start with Rampage Junior. He looked like, according from what I've looked up, that he had a promising MMA career. That he looks like he's pretty good and that he was just working on it and he was going to get better and better and better, and that he looked really good in the MMA. So not only did he have that, he had his father, Rampage Senior, is a Hall of Famer in the UFC. So he has him. He has all his followers that he had, and he had a whole life of it ahead of him. Before this, I'm not sure how old he is. I think he's around 24, 25. Don't hold me to that. But he had his whole career in front of him that got ruined off of this wrestling show. And is it his fault? Yes, 100% his fault. Should have never done it. But the fact of the matter is, if he was that upset that he was seeing red or that he wasn't thinking straight. Even his dad, Rampage Senior, put a tweet out saying that he had suffered a concussion and shouldn't even been in the ring to begin with. Okay, well, why didn't you bet that before you let him get into your ring and hurt a veteran, and not only a veteran of the United States Army, but a veteran in the ring that, from what I can gather, everybody loved. Why would you let him get into the ring and hurt one of your wrestlers like that just for views? Essentially, that's what all this was about. This was what Raja Rampage, what his kick. He was streaming live on Kick. That's why he did it, was because of the clout. That's what I believe. I can't prove it, but that's what I believe. Now, and the company itself has let this video go viral, which they couldn't stop it anyway, but they have gotten views off of this and made money off of this. Now, I don't know what the company is doing for Psycho Stu, but the money they make off this should go to Psycho Stu if they are in fact making money off of the views and the comments and everything going on. They should give all the money to Psycho Stu. Now, according to sources that I've seen, and I will go on here real quick. I will go on X, formerly known as Twitter, here, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to blur that out. This is him talking. This is a wrestler that stopped him, talking about that not only did he do this to Psycho Stu, he tried to do this to him. He tried to get him with a takedown. You can see it in the video. He wasn't going to stop. So let's just keep going down here just a little bit. This one, petition for Raja Jackson to be arrested for attempted murder. Now, in my opinion, I think he should. But let's go on down, and I'll give my opinion on it a little bit more here in just a minute. This is people just talking about tagging the LAPD into this, as they should. I think they should be doing more, in my opinion. I'm going to go past that one because I can't show that. I wanted to get to a certain one here. This is him after the show, his actions after the show. Now, I've watched videos I've watched this video specifically, and I've watched other videos on how his actions are, and I'm a firm believer in my personal life that actions speak louder than words. So seeing how he's acting after he done this, he has no remorse for what he had done. He is actually very happy with what he had done. He's very satisfied, is the best way to put it. Now let's go on down a little bit, and I can't show that. There's a lot of that on there. Right here. He put this out, or this was put out. I don't know if he put this out, but from what I was told, or from what I have seen, after the attack, he responded with "my bad." Listen, I'm no expert by any means of the word, but my bad is if I bump into somebody in public. If I take my wife to the store and I accidentally bump somebody with my cart, that's my bad. I didn't mean to do that. But if I go in the store with my wife and I see somebody and I beat the piss out of them and I don't stop, that's not my bad. I meant to do that. That's premeditated at that point. And if you look at the live stream itself of him live streaming this on his Kick, he's telling his fans that he's going to hurt him for real. Now, a lot of people saying, they just couldn't do anything and they were egging him on. Sure, his chat was egging him on to do it. That doesn't mean that you do it. Just because somebody tells you to do something doesn't mean that you do it. But what gets me is the cameraman that was with him that was recording him during this time. There is a cameraman recording him while he's live. Now, with that being said, why in the world would the cameraman not stop him? Who cares what you think of Psycho Stu? Now, I'm talking about, of course, I care a lot, and he's in my thoughts and prayers. But what I'm getting at is the cameraman himself. Who cares what you think of Psycho Stu? Do you care enough for Rampage to stop him from making this mistake? Because not only did it ruin Psycho Stu's life, it ruined Rampage's life as well. Rampage Jr., that is. It ruined his life as much as it ruined Psycho Stu's. Because regardless if they get him for assault, battery, or attempted murder, or they charge him at all, this has ruined his career. It's ruined his career. And I've seen another video, and I've seen it up here, and I'm going to see if I can't find it real quick. Bear with me a little bit. I'm going to see if I can't find it. Right here is him telling him, right here, I'll play it.
I know his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. You remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there.
He said, give him his receipt. Now, do I think he should be punished as much as Rampage? No, I don't. Because the evidence that we have, he told him to give him a receipt. Now, if you're a wrestling fan like me, a hardcore wrestling fan, and they call us marks, but I try not to be a mark. A receipt is hitting somebody a little stiff, laying it in a little harder. That's a receipt. That's when somebody hits you hard and you hit them hard back. That's a receipt. Now, if he felt like he needed to give him a receipt for the beer can incident earlier in the night, then he should have hit him with a little stiff shot while he had him down. Not 22 hits to the face. He should have never done that. He should have never threw 22 punches to the guy's face. And for what I gather, he's in critical condition. And not only is he in critical condition, he had brain swelling. He's missing a lot of his teeth. He's just now getting to the point, if it's true, what I've seen, to where he can kind of remember what happened. Now, if you watch the video, again, cannot show you the video, because if I showed you the video, I would get in trouble with YouTube. So I do not want to show you the video, but it's all over Twitter or X. If you want to go watch the video, it's all over it. So if you haven't seen it yet, you could go see it on X. I'm not going to tell you to go see it on X, because it's not for everybody to see. It is not. It's hard to watch. It's hard to fathom what was going through his head. But at the end of the day, should he get attempted murder for this? My personal opinion is that he should get attempted murder for this. Just for the simple fact of the matter is, he knew what he was going to do while he was sitting at ringside. He knew what he was going to do. So, to me, that's premeditated. He knew what he was going to do. Maybe I wasn't in his head. I wasn't sitting beside him. I wasn't at the arena. So maybe he wasn't meaning to go that far. Maybe he started and then he blacked out, and then he kept going from there, from what we've seen. But the fact of the matter is, if you go back and look at when the other wrestler come in, I'm sorry I can't remember his name, but when the other wrestler come in to break it up, by the way, the ref should have tried to get involved. The other wrestlers in the ring should have tried to get involved. Nobody tried to get involved till that one wrestler come out and jumped on Rampage. Nobody else tried to get involved with it until then. Maybe they were scared of getting hurt, but I know me, my morals and my personal view, regardless if you're going to hurt me, kill me, I'm not going to let you hurt somebody that I love or that I work with, that I care about. I'm not going to let you hurt somebody if that means that I'm going to get hurt myself trying to protect somebody that can't protect himself. Now, you look at Psycho Stu. Psycho Stu is a big guy, and he might not have the MMA background, but he has a military background. He might not have won, but he could at least defended himself if he was conscious to do so. He had beaten a unconscious man. And then when you get the other wrestler in the ring that's trying to break it up, he does not want to stop. He does not want to stop. I just try to imagine, and you can imagine with me here, if he didn't come in to break it up, what would have happened? What would have happened? He would have kept going and kept going and kept going, and Psycho Stu wouldn't be here to talk about it. That's what would have happened. That's why I believe he should get attempted murder. Because the simple fact of the matter is, if it wasn't for the other wrestler that come in to help, he would have been still there, still throwing punches. Instead of 22, he might have hit 42. You don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. And why ruin your career over one night? I mean, I've seen people do that when it comes to the football industry, to the basketball industry, to whatever professional sport it is. I've seen people screw up their lives over dumb crap. And I don't know. I've been watching wrestling for at least almost 20 years now. I've been watching wrestling. And I've never seen something so brutal in my life in a wrestling ring. And like I said, my thoughts and prayers go out to Psycho Stu. They go out to his family that had to witness this, that's had to stay in a hospital with him. And one more point I'll try to get across here. Rampage Jr. here, if he felt bad for what he had done, why didn't he go to the hospital? Why hasn't he checked on him? Why hasn't he tried to get in contact with his family and say, what can I do? I didn't mean to go this far. He has not tried to do that, to my knowledge. He has not tried to do that. Now, again, I'm not a professional. I'm not an insider. So I don't know if he really, truly has. But according to what I've seen and watched, he has not tried to contact Psycho Stu or his family. Only Rampage Sr. has put out a tweet that I know of about trying to help Psycho Stu and his family. Or not even trying to help. He's just putting out thoughts and prayers for the family. Now, I look at that and with Rampage Sr., I'm not trying to judge what he's doing. I have kids of my own. I know I would back my kids no matter what, because they are my own kids. I would back them no matter what. But at the end of the day, Rampage Jr. is a full-grown adult. Rampage Jr. should be putting out his own tweets. Rampage Jr. should be putting out his own apologies to Psycho Stu and his family. And let's get to the wrestling company itself. The wrestling company itself should take care of Psycho Stu for the rest of his life. Because being a professional wrestler, I've never been one, but from what I know, that you have to trust a company and the people that you work with your body. You have to trust them with your body that they're not going to hurt you. The company themselves let him down on that. They should have tried everything to make sure that everything was going to go smooth. Even if they couldn't control what was going to happen, they should have had a faster response than what they did to try to get to the situation before it got as bad as it did. There is no way, I don't care how fast you are, that you can land 22 punches. And that quick to where you couldn't respond faster than what they responded. So that's where I'm at with it. I do think that he owes Psycho Stu an apology, and I think that he should be tried for attempted murder. I hate to say that because I hate to ruin a young guy's life. I'm not too old myself. I'm 28, but I'd hate to ruin a guy's life that has his whole future ahead of him. But when you make stupid decisions, they come with big consequences. So that was on Rampage Jr. and honestly, his cameraman for not stopping it before it happened. Now, if he would have got into the ring and would have slammed him down and stopped after the slam, we wouldn't even be making this video because it wouldn't even be that big of news. Because accidents happen on slams, people get knocked out, they land the wrong way, it happens. But the fact of the matter is, he didn't stop there, and he would not have stopped if it wasn't for the other wrestler getting into the ring and doing what he did to try to help. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Again, my thoughts and prayers go out to Psycho Stu and his family. And in the future, I want to make happier content. I want to make videos that we will laugh at and that we will enjoy and that we can laugh and have a good time, because that's what I'm here for. I want to have a good time and I want to talk about wrestling. I know there's people out there just like me that is on a mountain by themselves, that they don't have nobody to talk wrestling with. I'm one of those people. Like I said, it's always been my dream to make a YouTube channel, and I made one. Like I said, whether I have 1 subscriber or 100,000, I will be here to make content for you guys, and it will be getting better and better the more equipment I can get myself over time. Again, I might not have daily videos. I will try to have as many daily videos as I can, but more or less it's going to be weekly videos probably, because like I have to work at my job and then do this on the side. So I love doing this, and I love doing it for you guys. And if you guys enjoyed it, I hope you'll leave a like, subscribe, and a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think of the situation. Tell me what you think Rampage Jr. should get. What should happen to Rampage Jr.? Tell me if you think I'm wrong. I'm here for all of it, and I will respond to all the comments that I can and that I see. So again, thank you guys so much if you made it this far, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.